All right. This is obviously not the circumstances I wanted to make this video. As you guys know, I am on vacation right now, so I'm in New York, obviously, visiting family, and I'll be making trips to other states. Um, Unfortunately, I had to be on vacation during week one, but it seems like it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I don't have to be home at my setup, having to make my videos and have to go on Bleacher Report and explain away this situation. So glad I'm taking a little bit of a breather from this mess, and I could distract my mind. But man, I did not anticipate this. I did not expect something like this to happen. The Giants fall to the Cowboys 40-0. 40-0. That is the worst beatdown we've seen from this team in a very long time. And I'm getting flashbacks to 2017 already. I'm already doing it. 2016, we're coming off a great year, similar enough to 2022, and then 2017 happens, and then we're like, what the hell? What the hell just happened? Ben McAdoo went from a coach of the year candidate to like fired the next year, and like the players like not wanting to play for him. I don't think that's the case. However, I am immediately forced to think about 2017, whether or not it is going to be a 2017 season. I'm forced to think that because of what we seen last night. That was an absolute beatdown. That was an absolute massacre there at home, man. Home. I was thinking about going to that game too. I was thinking about going to this game, spending the money late to witness this game because I thought we were legitimately going to win. Shout out to everybody who's all the Cowboys fans that I guess participated in the banter in my last video, coming back to that video and leaving me comments. And it's all love at the end of the day. I know you guys, it's all trash talk at the end of the day. You guys are awesome. You guys were good sports about it. And I had a lot of good conversation with Cowboys fans from that video. So shout out to you guys. You guys deserve that win, man. Deserve that win. And, something that I can't really like harp on is the weather conditions. Like the field was crap. Both offenses struggled to move the ball downfield because the ball was wet. It was constantly raining on and off. And I can't use that as an excuse because the Cowboys were playing on the same exact field. Now, I honestly believe, listen, guys, just listen to me. I honestly believe if the field was dry, if these were under regular conditions, the Giants would have put a lot better of a fight together. Whether or not we lost or won the game is still up to determination, but I think we would have played a lot better. Like that first drive the Giants had was very good. We moved the ball down the field well. We go for that field goal and we get the field goal blocked, and a fumble six, a field goal block for 6 points going the other way. It's hard to come back from that. The Giants faced a lot of adversity and they couldn't pull themselves out of it. At the end of the day, it was a battle of adversity. Although the Cowboys didn't have two defensive touchdowns against them like the Giants did, they still played under the same weather conditions. The field was wet. The ball was wet. A lot of players weren't wearing gloves. They handled adversity a lot better than the Giants, so I tip my hat to them. They deserve that win because of that. They went out there and handled business whether it was raining or not. So that's something I cannot say the Giants did whatsoever. It looked like they didn't expect the rain. It looked like they were completely taken aback that it was raining. Like they looked like a team that played in a dome, for crying out loud. They couldn't hold on to the ball, couldn't catch the football. Also, we could a lot of the times we couldn't run outside. Like Daniel Jones was having a hard time bending the corner outside when he was getting out the pocket because it was raining. The field conditions weren't the best, and he just didn't look the fastest because of that. And constantly the Cowboys were able to catch up to him, and he wasn't able to run for anything. We have to talk about this offensive line. We have to talk about this offensive line. I know constantly on Twitter, a lot of Giants fans who already didn't like Daniel Jones as it is fueled their fire, and they're out here saying we paid $60 million for Daniel Jones. I mean, the guy was was sacked 7 or 8 times, if I'm not mistaken, and pressured on 17 of 22 dropbacks. I mean, how on earth are you supposed to fight through that? How on earth, like, keep in mind, I'm not happy with Daniel Jones in this game. Keep in mind, okay? I'm not a guy that's going to gun for Daniel Jones no matter what, and he's my guy. I'm a Giants fan, not a Jones fan. I will uh, give credit to where it's due, and I'll also lay it down when it's due as well. And on Daniel Jones, pause. but Daniel did not play well today. He looked like he wasn't prepared to play in the rain either. Dak Prescott completely outplayed him, even though Dak missed some throws as well. He wasn't perfect, but he played a lot better, and he did make some good throws, man. He made some good throws last night. So yeah, Jones did not play well either, and but going back to the offensive line, man, it was bad. It was so bad. On top of the injuries racking up, Andrew Thomas seems to be hurt. I don't know if he re-injured that ankle that he's been dealing with the cup for a couple of years now, that he was dealing with in his freshman and sophomore season, rookie and sophomore season. I don't know if that's come up again. I didn't look at the injury report or nothing like that. I just woke up again, so and then I went to go record this video. But Andrew Thomas is hurt. John Michael Schmitz was having a lot of rookie moments. He had a couple of bad snaps. I don't know if that's the dead ball snapping. I don't know if it's the nerves. I don't know if it's the rain. I don't know, like the wet ball, the wet turf. I don't know what the deal is. But he should be able to play under certain conditions like that. He played in Minnesota, for crying out loud. I don't understand that. And then the right side of the offensive line, man. Mark Lewinsky is absolute ass. I mean, please refer this man to McDonald's. I mean, he'll probably get fired from McDonald's, but please refer this man to another location, another job, because this is just not it for him. Football is just not it for Mark Lewinsky. I mean, we cannot get this right guard position right at all. I mean, whether it be Patrick Omame, whether it be a John Jerry, I don't know, man. We cannot. I don't even know if they played right guard. They were guards for us, but I don't know if I can't remember if they played right guard for us. But either way, we cannot get the right guard position right or the right tackle position right. We cannot get that right side of the line fixed. We cannot. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. But Mark Lewinsky, he was already having a problem with the stunts. He was already having a problem with inside pressure, and it showed clearly he did not fix that situation going into the season. In the preseason, he was constantly getting beat by stunts inside and constantly getting beat by just random inside rushes. Micah Parsons literally just could not help himself lining up against Mark Lewinsky because it was just easy pickings. It was just completely easy. I believe Osa Odigizua had a sack on Daniel Jones because of or was that on the left side? I can't remember. But either way, I mean, Mark Lewinsky was absolute ass tonight. And then Evan Neal, we got to stop talking about, stop being optimistic, stop being positive about Evan Neal. He's learning, he's adapting, he's growing, he's ass. He's complete garbage. I'm sorry, he's looking like a bust right now. I don't want to hear you remember Andrew Thomas. First of all, Andrew Thomas didn't nearly have the season that Evan Neal had in his rookie season. Let's get that clear. And he was a lot better. We saw a lot of improvement right off the bat from Andrew Thomas. And Evan Neal has not improved. He cannot get outside fast enough. That is Evan Neal's biggest problem. Although he's lean, although he looks athletic, he just plays like he's 300 more pounds than he actually is. Okay, he cannot get to that outside quick enough. His feet are extremely slow. His hand techniques is garbage as ass. He cannot get his hands on anybody. He plays like he has T-Rex arms. He can't get a punch off. He can't get anything done. People, I swear, I could line up on the outside of Evan Neal. As long as I'm bending the corner on Evan Neal, he is not touching me. He cannot get to the outside fast enough. He may be strong. He may be doing fine in the run game, but he cannot get, this is the NFL. Guys that are 300 pounds can play the outside edge. Guys that are 300 pounds can play a speed rush. Okay, it's the NFL. It's extremely fast. These guys are extremely talented and athletic, especially a Dallas Cowboys front seven. You have to be able to handle the edge. You have to be able to handle an outside rush, whether it's a speed rush, a bull rush, anything. You gotta be able to handle it. Evan Neal cannot get to the outside fast enough. I just see him constantly getting his feet in front of him and letting the edge rusher get right around him like a complete doorman, a complete turnstile. I don't know. It's the worst right tackle play I've seen in a lineman in a while. And we've had some garbage right tackles in the past. We've had some garbage tackles in the past. Eric Flowers. I don't even think Eric Flowers played this bad. I do not believe, I swear to you, I do not believe Eric Flowers has played this bad as Evan Neal did tonight. And I do not want to hear Evan Neal anymore in these press conferences, all nonchalant, as if it was the entire offensive line responsible for what he did last night. We got to play better. We never want to feel like this. Stop saying we. You need to make the improvement. You need to stop letting everybody behind you. I get Mark Lewinsky was ass as well, but you're on the same side. Andrew Thomas is handling business, and his man is fighting through an injury. He suffered that injury in the first quarter of the first drive on that field goal block. He was playing through that injury and still looked twice the player that you were. Evan Neal he has to be benched. He's got to be benched. I don't know. I don't know how much longer we can let Evan Neal play and get away with it. Matt Parrott got hurt. They took Andrew Thomas out. They put the swing tackle in, and he got hurt. So what are we supposed to do? We don't have any depth tackles there. We've got 2 depth guards who haven't played a lick of football in years. Marcus McKeithen is coming off of a rookie season in which he tore his ACL, and Shane Lemieux hasn't played in 2 years. I don't know what we're doing with the offensive line. Bobby Johnson has completely overstayed his welcome as well. I don't know what he's doing with the offensive line, but nobody is developing. I mean, Ben Bredesen, I haven't heard his name too much, so I guess he's fine. But John Michael Schmitz, had his rookie moments. Andrew Thomas is not a product of Bobby Johnson. I'll tell you that much. He is not a product of Bobby Johnson. Andrew Thomas is Andrew Thomas. So I won't give Bobby Johnson credit for Andrew Thomas. The rest of the 4 offensive linemen is Bobby Johnson's doing. I mean, he's there. He was there. All these new linemen were there when he was there. Got there already when he was there. I don't know when it's time to start Josh Azudu on the right side or move Ben Bredesen to the right side, sit Mark Lewinsky's happy ass down and put Josh Azudu in the left guard. But the offensive line was the big thing tonight. The big thing last night. That was it. And listen, the defense did what it can. Bro, when you're already down 16 points by the time you even step on the field defensively, how are you supposed to keep your team morale after that? I get that the Giants completely sucked. The defense sucked as well. They couldn't stop. Well, they had a couple of stops, but they really couldn't get out. They couldn't get off on third down. They couldn't get off the field on third down. Dak Prescott went for it on fourth down. He was able to make it as well. Man, I just really thought the Giants would put a lot better of a performance on, man, especially offensively. We barely used Darren Waller. We barely used Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt can't catch the ball. Don't even get me started on him. When it comes to in-breaking routes, I swear, Jalen Hyatt either does not catch the ball or he cannot run inside routes. He cannot run it. Or he's completely slow when he catches the ball and just gets hit for no yards. Look in the preseason, guys. I know we got a lot of Jalen Hyatt fans out there. Go back in the preseason. Every in-breaking route that Jalen Hyatt has, he either dropped the ball or when he caught the ball, he was tackled immediately. He looked slower on in-breaking routes. I don't know what it is. He slows down. I don't know. DJ did not hit him cleanly. That pass was behind him, and I would say that Daniel Jones missed him on that one. It did hit his hands. You got to catch that ball. It hit his hands. He had a grasp of it, and he just let go of it. He bobbled it. He should have caught that ball, but that was not a good ball either by Daniel Jones at all. He did not. I don't know if the chemistry's not there. He didn't anticipate his speed, but that was behind him. It wasn't in stride. Maybe it would have been a different situation if it was in stride. But Jalen Hyatt is not the first time he's dropped the ball like that. He dropped an easy ball in the preseason as well on an inside drag. So I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. Like I said, it's very hard fighting back. Like Brian Dable even said, it's very hard fighting back from getting a field goal blocked for a touchdown, and then the next drive, you get a pick six because Saquon Barkley gets hit as he catches the ball and it pops out of his hands and right into a defender's hands and it's another touchdown. Like, you can't, it's hard to fight back from that. It really is. But I'm out of here, guys. Hopefully I'll be able to post throughout the week. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna be back home on Saturday, so you may not hear from me as much. I'm gonna try to make videos. I'm not running. I'm not running. All right, Cowboys fans, I'm not running from this. Shout out to you guys. You guys deserve the win. All the NFC East has won except the Giants, so a little bit of humble pie for the Giants and Giants fans. So that being said, subscribe if you guys enjoyed. Like if you guys like the video. Comment your thoughts, and I'll see you guys next time.